So Google Classroom, and you can see here when it loads I've got quite a few. The resolution on the screen is not great either. On your screen these boxes should be a little bit smaller so you can see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new classroom as a teacher. So it's so easy. It's as simple as clicking on this one button here and it'll say either join class or create class. Now if I'm creating a class, the obvious button to press is create class. But your students, you can either enroll to your class as part of the system, or you can say to your students simply join class. And when they click on join class, it'll ask them for a class code. Now that class code is static, meaning you can write it down somewhere, you could give it to them, you could send it as a text message, you can display it on the screen, but it will stay the same. And I'll show you where we get a class code from when I create a class. So to create a class, we're going to press create a class. And here it's required, so this will be demo class, because I'm just doing a demo. I mean, in these sections you can put in anything you like, room numbers if you like. They are not mandatory, you can only see that the class name is required. You can edit these in the future, so I'm going to leave these blank for now and I'm going to press create. Now it'll take a couple of seconds. This is probably the slowest part of the entire process. It'll take a couple of seconds to create, because what that's actually doing is it's creating all of the class resources in the classroom, but it's also creating the subfolders in Google Drive, which I showed you in a previous video. So there we go, we've got our class now, and here is the class code that I was referring to. So if someone wants to join this class, you type in that class code. Now you can invite your students into your classroom, say, tell them to navigate to join a class, and then if you want to display that on the board, you can quite easily push that button there and freeze the board, and then we can see that's the class code. What is it? How many characters is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters. Nice and easy to type in. It is case sensitive, so make sure that they use correct capitalisation if there are any capitals. And we'll cross that off now. So welcome to, I mean, you can see down here it's the 12th of the 3rd 2020, so if you're looking at this in a future date it might have changed slightly. But right now we've got demo, which is our class name. We've got stream, so if anyone's familiar with social media, a stream is anything that appears in chronological order or reverse chronological order, so the most recent things appear at the top. We can see that we've got any upcoming work, any deadlines here, and this is just a comment, so I could say welcome to the class, for example, or any message you like, and you can share that. This is a new feature. You can share it with all your classes or just this class, and you can share it with all your students or selected students. Right now I haven't got any students in the class, I'm all on my own. So that's the home page. We can select a theme, so you might want to differentiate yours a little bit. You can upload a picture if you want to. What should we go with for this? Let's go, you're watching a movie, so let's do the popcorn. Select theme, and you'll see that the colour changes, the theme changes. It doesn't do an awful lot really, just a little bit of style differentiates for your students. Across the top we can go to classwork. Now this is where I spend the majority of my time. I'll show you why in a second. I'll come back to classwork. People, you can see that I'm the only person in here. You can add students, you can add teachers, you can add teachers with different roles if they can only view or if they can contribute. And grades, this is like a grade book. This is a grade, so any assignment that you create, now an assignment is any task that you give to the students. You are literally assigning them a task. You can decide if you want to be graded or ungraded, and you will be able to see what their grades are. To date, the only graded system in Google Classroom is a percentage score, so out of 100. Right now, with the courses I teach, I tend not to use grades. I give formative feedback or even summative feedback, but without a percentage score. So you can still give your students feedback. It's just the courses I deliver, it's not as straightforward as a score out of 100. So anyway, if I go back to classwork, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the video here, and then I'm actually going to create a video just on this topic. So if I just stop that there, I'll see you in the next video.